FC to control through Darren Scott Rios, who takes an early shot and forces an early save from Christopher Herrera. Caught everyone napping here in the building, taking a shot inside of 10 seconds, and a good one as well. Well fired on target. You might as well get the chances involved quickly, as a nice tight roping towards that byline requires a chance here for Glitch. Now Prada lifting forward towards Chin. 876 wearing the yellow and green mix in their shirts for XQC's Glitch FC. It is black base with the light blue on the sleeves and in the accents, as that long distance strike is rather easily dealt with here by the goalkeeper Nathan Gutierrez. For XQC's Glitch FC was a 3-3 draw last time out against the bottom side, Any Means United. We mentioned the position they find themselves in that game, and able to turn it into all 3 points despite leading by 3-1. Here now coming forward is Andoni Garrogeri Caicebarria, who fires that one well over the bar. We'll just call him Garro for short on second reference. There's the collegiate player formerly at FIU. Well chested down. A couple of challenges flying in on that far side, and now Johnny Bazais does well to ride that challenge and slide it across the pitch here. Fabrizio Cubedu playing back. Tough challenge by Benito on that far side. Benito stepping forward in that strike, not yet fired in. Daniel Gonzalez over to the left here with Pipe Fernandez. Herrera playing out of the trouble. Just a bit too late. One of the things you'll find in ball league, especially as the weeks have gone on, you don't have as much time as you think. You get on the ball and you start thinking, and that's when you lose out possession, close down quickly as that ball is headed away. We don't have throw-ins in baller league. It'll be more like kick-ins. Have to be on the ground, below knee level. Juan Wagner stepping forward. Benito. We have a marching band here in attendance. Is that long distance effort? Herrera watching it. It is given as a goal kick. Some of the members of the band still have their Speed United shirts on. They were here on the opening week. It's a poor giveaway. Turning here, Pipe into the middle, and it was right there for Mini Gonzalez. He just couldn't control it. Big chance there for Glitch FC, which does go harmlessly out of play. For 876, they've looked a strong side at times, particularly in the opening day, as that is given away rather cheaply. But last time out against Club 360, it was a 6-0 defeat. Well floated forward. Garro to try and control. He gives the thumbs up, appreciating that long ball forward. Chin getting stuck in, but unable to win the ball back here for 876. Sean Chin now on the turn, taking that long distance effort, fired wide. He does have 3 goals in this baller league. Originally began as a wild card, which, for those of you who are unaware, each team has 10 players, 4 of whom to be named to the bench. However, in each match day, as many as 2 wild cards can join the squad. Some of those players have been converted into full-time players. Prada goes pressing and needs to be lifted forward there from Nathan Gutierrez, who is the wild card captain. And again, Prada onto it, albeit from an offside position. Gutierrez in goal for Glitch FC. The usual goalkeeper, Jason Leon, actually has 4 assists from goal. So a key attacking presence, despite playing in his own penalty area. Sarmiento has come on and wins a touch. Herrera. Gonzalez. And Benito. Given away there in the middle of the park, and stepping forward now Victor Claudel, though he losing out. Benito can get forward. Lost that momentum just at the wrong time, just as he was getting into a good position. Prefers his left boot, so he's always going to try and cut it inside. Now provide himself as the passing option. Well played forward there from Sarmiento, but Benito stepping to win it. Challenge here for Gonzalez to control. Comes on down the line for Rios. That sliding block. See that one go out of play. It is out though for a corner. For the uninitiated, the corner flag goes next to the team's name. You see that right there on the clock. And 3 corner flags result in 1 penalty kick. There is no actual corner kick to be taken, as we don't have those in baller leagues. So Sarmiento picks up a free kick. So Glitch FC now 2 corners away, getting a penalty kick here. So here's that late challenge, clear contact there on the calf. A bit too aggressive there from Daniel Mini Gonzalez, the Colombian. He's played around the world in small-sided football tournaments, played in the Mini Football World Cup in Prague and in Thailand. It's its own skill. Sarmiento going low. Does well to find that space, but the goalkeeper, Gutierrez, does well to handle. Benito. Nice interchange down that right side. Rios unable to get onto it. Away from Kubedu. A lot of numbers over there by that corner. There were unmarked players, but unable to be found. Sarmiento chipping a ball forward. Well measured in towards the run there of Claudel, who couldn't control. That was lovely skill there from Sarmiento. Exactly the right flight on the ball. Just couldn't control it. Gustavo Gomes, we heard from before this game with Elisha Edouard, talking about his prowess over penalty kicks, which you might see later on tonight in our Celsius Energy Point. Benito will spot a run in towards Gustavo Gomes, who had the right idea, just flashing beyond that near post. Didn't really fully catch it. That was exactly the kind of pass that can unlock the game. We've seen them down both ends of the pitch. Lifted forward there from Herrera. Well controlled here by Rios. Gomes has to go back. Engaging that press and finding the open man. A lot of shouting in that 876 technical area. Lionel Brown is the coach. Claudel. Gatto out wide for Claudel. Fires a strike and well saved there. Tries again on a second time. Turning on it. Who's it off last? It's going to be the debate. And it's going to be given as a corner. So a first flag in the favor now of 876 here. 8 minutes into the game. Look at that challenge over there, and I think it's probably the incorrect decision, and already the challenge flag has been thrown. And so because of the consequences of giving away a corner, it is going to be challenged here. So Glitch, or rather, indeed, Glitch FC are going to argue that the ball did not come off them last. You hear there from the referee, Daniel Val, come over and take a look. I think we just saw a fairly convincing angle that it was not off of a Glitch player last. And they're going to look at it here. You can see, yeah, it's kind of off of Claudel last.
It out of the corner. It definitely touches green last. It touches green last. So then it's not a corner.
A second look at it there.
No.
I think this is the angle here, but it's kind of difficult to tell if there's anything on it.
So challenge successful. Goal kick. Goal kick. No,
let's hear from the referee.
I guess we're going to go goal kick. We already called the goal kick. Goal kick. All right, fair enough.
Challenge was successful. No corner.
So it is not going to be a corner.
We restart with a goal kick.
And so it is going to be a goal kick, which Glitch FC will have now. You can take that corner flag away. Well received here in the back. Claudel, Hassan El Sayed measuring a strike and fired it with pace. Well dealt with there by the goalkeeper, Gutierrez. Oh, and now coming the other way, Herrera, and it's poked beyond him, and the goalkeeper makes a mistake. And the opening goal tonight comes from Bipe Fernandez. The 8'7" goalkeeper looking frustrated, looking downtrodden as his error results in the goal. It's that touch too many, and that block comes in there on the stretch. Well done there from Glitch FC. Sometimes it is going to require defense in order to get the job done. And that's exactly what happens. You put in the effort and the energy, and you will get your rewards. One ball was there for El Sayed to be won. He'll play it now off the bounce. Prada. Chin. Playing in behind the offside line coming into effect there. El Sayed has to hold his run. The line representing that if the ball is played before that offside line, the attackers have to be before it or before the last defender. Rios playing now with Benito. Chat, get involved. Which game changer do you want to see? Our first half game changer with Glitch FC leading by a goal to 0. Our first half game changers, which could alter the way the game is played, are onside, +1 or 3 play. Tell us, chat. Which one are you looking for? Prada. As we welcome those of you watching on the CBS Sports Golazo Network after a day of Europa League coverage, we welcome you to Baller League Match Day 7. My name is Chris Whittingham here for the commentary. Our fantastic broadcast team of Susanna Fuller, Elisha Edouard, and Duda Paval will be along for all of the proceedings throughout our 5 games tonight here as we enter the final 3 match days of Baller League. Received here by Johnny Bazais of 876 United take on Glitch FC. 876 managed by Usain Bolt. Glitch FC managed by XQC. Both these sides desperate for results as the offside is going to come up. That long ball disallowed. The final minute of normal play here before we get into our first half game changer. As another challenge comes in, forcing Herrera to get onto it. Herrera dispossessed for the lone goal of the game. 6 aside. Final 3 minutes, we see game changers. Complete alterations of the rules. Prada taken down, and Rios catching a piece of him. See Prada here down on the near side. That's a heavy tackle coming in there, and Prada is slow to get up. Grabbing at his shoulder, might have been something to do with the landing there for him. Mentioned his fantastic record so far, 4 goals and 3 assists in Baller League so far. He will come off and motion towards his shoulder. Medical team will deal with that. See him walking off there. Final 20 seconds before we get to our first half game changer. We have a player down there in the middle of the pitch. And the referee is going to ask for play to be stopped as it's Pipe Fernandez who's gone down. Feeling he was caught. So there is a little bit of a left hand up, but looks as though Sarmiento is just trying to use the hand to gain leverage and get beyond him. So Pipe will get back to his feet. 8 seconds now before we get into the game changer. And the strike coming in from Chin. And the goalkeeper onto it, Gutierrez, and he'll just calmly see out the final seconds of the first half before our first half game changer. Okay then, so onside is the game changer. The way this works is relatively simple. There is no offside. So the line no longer in effect. The last man no longer in effect. And so any player can stand anywhere and receive the ball from anywhere, be passed the ball from anywhere on this playing surface. And so we'll see how this stretches the game. That's kind of what we've seen so far through Baller League, is teams end up invariably getting stretched, having to defend deeper and having attackers higher up the pitch. So the theory is to open up more space all over this playing surface. It will be Glitch FC who will start with possession in this first half game changer. And it will be for the goalkeeper, Nathan Gutierrez, to put it back in play. One goal of the game coming from Pipe Fernandez. Mistake from the goalkeeper. And here you see everyone forward. That long ball played, Pipe trying to help it on. That overhead kick attempted, that was audacious there from Pipe, who caught it. Well saved there. What an attempt, as that one is marshaled to the byline and eventually given as a goal kick. Another look at that one. He caught it reasonably well. Nice step there from Pazais, he loses out. This is 3 against 1. Benito wants it all the way. Hits it right at the goalkeeper. I think you can see his teammates, rightfully so, displeased, especially with no offside. Look at the goalkeeper way out. With no offside, you can play a pass to wherever, to whomever at any time. 3-on-1, you gotta pass the ball. Nice touch forward here from Rios, who lines up a strike of his own. That one going well over. Chin. Going back to Herrera. And lifted forward, and the header is there to be won by Cubedo, who just couldn't steer it right side of target. But again, you can see the game is stretched. Long ball, everyone making runs. Those runners are not tracked. Completely changed the game. A little chip in to keep it in play there from Benito. Played it down the line rather than central. And the pass was there for Sebastian Rincon to play. Chin. Herrera. All the way back to the 8-7-6 goalkeeper. 8-7-6 did not find a goal in their last game. They're hoping to find one here. They have been a decent scorer of goals. Their previous game ended 4-4 against Showtime FC, led by Odell Beckham Jr. Chin forward and towards Garro, and see the goalkeeper way off his line and lifting that one into the ceiling. The long ball is into the ceiling to result in an automatic change of possession. Well played forward, but the defensive tackle was strong. Pipe can go it alone and hit with strong power, but that one always going off target. Herrera lifting forward and can just be watched out of play. Glitch will be in no hurry with the lead. We'll be happy to take this to the halftime whistle. See Oscar Narvaez there in the dugout for Glitch FC. One last long ball headed away. And this one will bring us to a conclusion here of the first half. Glitch leading by a goal to nil, and it only comes from a mistake from the goalkeeper, Christopher Herrera of 876. Luis Pipe Fernandez Salvador, the Ecuadorian, former national champion with Clemson, able to get onto it, win the ball, and get the opening goal of this game here for Glitch FC, who lead 876 by a goal to nil going into the break. See the teams receiving their pep talks. Let's go into the huddle with Glitch FC.
Okay, stay composed, stay composed. Listen, at the end of the day, all right, the one thing I will say, the goalkeeper, they keep playing back to him, he's pro-lefty. So if we're gonna press him and make him uncomfortable, that's how we make that goal. We make him uncomfortable playing on his right foot, okay? If they continue to play back to the goalkeeper, mark the press, block the line, and I'm here and I'm pressing him, but make sure he puts it on his right foot. Especially if he comes here and he goes right back. Lock this up and go. If we go, it's gotta happen, right? Don't second guess yourself. Especially if you're here, they play there and let's go.
Hey, 0 fucking 0 points. 0 0. 0 0.
Hey, the most important thing.
Here there, the sounds of the huddle. Miguel Benito saying it's still 0-0. Don't take the scoreline for granted. You hear an interesting tactical instruction there, pressing the goalkeeper Herrera towards his right foot when he prefers his left. Potentially lead to some errors here. Here was the error that leads to the lone goal in the game. That's really good work, not just to win it, but you're not in a good position from a body positioning standpoint. You're leaning, you're going to the ground. You just have to throw a boot at it, which Pipe does, who was undoubtedly the star performer of that first half for Glitch FC, almost also scoring on that overhead kick. And the teams filing back out onto the pitch for the second 15 minutes.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2,
and here
1.
comes the opening jump. Pipe wrestling and eventually controlling. Tripped up straight away. Free kick to Glitch FC for them to start proceedings here in this second half, with Glitch leading by a goal to nil. This result would suit them fantastically well. Would take them to within 3 points of that top 4. Currently 3 teams of the top 4 are on 14 points. Obviously all of them can accrue results tonight, but to expect them all to win or even to draw would be quite something. So if you're Glitch, you can win tonight, maybe even go for that energy point later on tonight for an extra point in the table and potentially climb up. For 876, this result would in all likelihood consign them to being eliminated from Baller League with 2 match days still left to play after this one. El Sayed, a nice first touch, didn't quite come off. Pipe just about kept in, but into the opposition. Sarmiento challenged. On we go. Sarmiento has it stuck between his legs and eventually helps it out of there. Comes out to Cubedo, who feels like he's hit on the follow through. A lot of contact in there. And the referee's fine to let it all go. There you see Sarmiento. Normally when it's stuck there, it means we're kind of done. There's a boot there on his thigh. Not having that. Sarmiento, a challenge from behind him. And now here he is once again to take a kick in on the far side. Looking for options. Up there from El Sayed. Claudel wins this side. A kick in. Through all that, Glitch FC do have the 2 corner flags in their favor. Second of which coming from that overhead kick attempt. So the next one will result in a corner and thus a penalty kick. 3 corners in the game result in 1 penalty, which is that sort of MLS 90s shootout style of penalty. We don't have a spot. It is a run-up. You have a certain amount of time to put it away. Back now to Gutierrez. Wildcard goalkeeper can certainly affect things for the teams. You built that level of communication and understanding with your regular. Wagner tries from long distance. Pipe frustrated, he didn't get it into his stride. And the first time strike might have caught the goalkeeper napping there from Mini Gonzalez. Pulled down to his left there from Herrera. Now Claudel racing and just running beyond him on this artificial surface. It just keeps going and going and going and going. Difficult for the ball to almost slow in pace. Glitch in the lead. Playing out with possession. Will do so comfortably with their advantage. They'll want to add to it though. Cupedu lifting forward. Well controlled here by Claudel. Claudel scuffing it wide. Wasn't a bad chance though. And here is a challenge, and there's going to be an appeal. That this one also should have been a corner. We had an earlier challenge for this. Obviously the corners are valuable. I'm still not certain that they're this valuable, but there's going to be an appeal that it deflected on its way out.
It's challenging that it was a corner.
Eight, 7, 6, yeah. I don't think so.
Challenging that it was a corner kick and not
Yeah,
a goal kick. I don't think so.
I don't think it was touched. It wasn't touched there.
And now the
It's all goal kick.
look, the examination of this one.
I don't know.
Look, this is the angle right here, right here.
Is there a deflection in there?
No, he
And
gets
it's going to
through.
be
No, I don't think
the appeal here.
No, I got no touch. The ball didn't change
It
any
doesn't
direction.
really
It's
look
still
as though
rolling.
there's contact there on that challenge that comes in.
I think we need to give him. Hey man, can you back away? No, he challenged the corner, not the foul. He challenged the corner, not the foul.
It's close enough.
Yeah, let's give him the
right-
corner.
Here's
Let's
that-
give him the corner. Give him the corner.
6 half.
Effort that comes in. Let's hear from the referee.
Challenge was successful. It's corner.
So it is a corner. Okay. So it might just have taken that deflection on its way out. Reading along with chat here on YouTube from Naeem Siddiqui. It is 876 is a team of Usain Bolt. As that strike comes in, it's early. Pipe with the effort. Sarmiento helping to play out of the trouble. Sarmiento slipped in behind. Claudel first time trying to turn defense into attack. It does go off for a corner, and it is going to be a second corner flag here. So, again, for those unaware, 2 corners apiece, which means the next one for either side will result in a penalty kick. Played out there from Gutierrez. Lifted forward. Prada. Herrera. Sarmiento playing out. Well flicked on there from El Sayed. And Sarmiento unable to get onto it. Following along with chat on YouTube and on Twitch, Baller League USA. Follow us on Instagram and TikTok as well. Rios with the flick on. Prada volleyed into the, actually managed to find its way through. On we play. A couple of holes in the structures of the ceiling, and somehow some of these long clearances have found their way through them. That long distance effort, good positioning there from Herrera in goal. Sarmiento. Claudel. And that challenge will come in, it will be a free kick. Chat, tell us where you're watching from. All over the world, here's the challenge that comes in. Where are you guys watching from? We'll read out some of those submissions. Sarmiento launched well over the bar, gone out of play. Out for a goal kick. Here's Gutierrez playing out. And header centrally well won there from Cubedo. Sarmiento just have worked his way into trouble, but well played out of it there by Herrera. El Sayed, this is lovely play down the right side. El Sayed looking for that square ball, but well recovered. Pipe, who has the lone goal of the game, just a bit behind Gomes, and Sarmiento recovers. Sarmiento challenge there. And it's going to be for 8-7-6 to play. We have India and Prague and Sweden, and Melbourne Beach is that long distance strike coming in there from Prada is off target. Knoxville, Azerbaijan. Here's Benito now carrying forward. Big challenge in there, and Gomes going for it, forcing the save from Herrera. Who did it go off of last? It is a goal kick. There's going to be that appeal that it should be the third corner of the game. And it is indeed now given as the third corner of the game. So it's penalty kick time. And so here we go. Big chance now for Glitch FC to double their lead. Sean Chin encouraging his goalkeeper from the halfway line. He's got 10 seconds to take. Gustavo Gomes was fantastic in the energy point last week, and he's going to be the one who takes. Gomes slowly and deliberately. Little turn, lovely finish. 2-0 to Glitch FC, and Gustavo Gomes has his 6th goal of Baller League. Even though 8-7-6 have had moments in the second half, it's Glitch who now lead by 2-0. See the celebration. He knows, he believes in his ability in these penalty kick situations. Played out wide by David Martinez. Able to keep it in there. The referee's going to ask for it to be retaken. It's actually a free kick, not a kick in. 8-7-6 deliberating. They have to find something in the game. They didn't score in their last game. Prada going back. Here now is Herrera. Cubedo. Late challenge coming in towards him, eventually giving us a free kick. Just enough contact coming in there. Chin. Does well to get beyond Gomes. Tackle coming in though. Herrera. Firing forward, but Chin was in an offside position. A reminder, you can follow at Baller League USA across all of our platforms, YouTube, Twitch, Instagram, and TikTok. And you can win up to $1,000 tonight. On each platform, we'll be giving away $1,000. Here's that challenge coming in on Gonzalez, and Gomes closed down by Herrera, lifted away. Sharp goalkeeping in a key moment there. As a player down is Cubedo. Fabrizio Cubedo is slow to get up. He's smacking the ground, but referee letting the play go on, and that long distance effort is fired wide there from Rincon. Lifted forward, Garro controlling. Can still play it on the second time. Prada cutting inside, held forward and eventually grabbed by the goalkeeper. Lovely turn, Rios. Out wide, and Gomes can finish. Instead, he'll go unselfish. What a well-worked goal that is. Superb play started from Gomes, helped on from Rincon, and the finish applied by Darren Scott Rios. Magnificent play, and Glitch now in firm control at 3-0 up. And it starts with that little piece of skill. He finishes the move, but you got to get by one first. It opens up the game completely. And just that little layoff, rather than finishing once and twice, 2 layoffs, great goal. Bazais now playing out. Rios. And now Garro losing out, and stepping forward here is Martinez. Garro wide, Bazais to make it a goal back, and still he follows in. Johnny Bazais with one back for 8-7-6. The work done to get onto that scoring chance. And that's something in it. That's something in it for 8-7-6. And last a goal, they haven't scored since match day 5. 25 minutes in, they have something. Well played forward. Gomes is one-on-one. Gomes rounding the goalkeeper, and just enough contact there from Herrera. You can see Gomes in these one-on-one situations absolutely thrives. Prada down the other end, gets another back for 8-7-6. And this is a game all of a sudden. 2 goals in a minute. First Prada and Bazais. Fantastic goals, and 8-7-6 looked like they were out of the game, and now they're right back in it. Prada now in the final 5 minutes. 8-7-6 trying to play the role of spoiler at least. Garro from long distance. It might have taken a deflection on its way. Cubedo. Herrera. Invited forward. Eventually it's played, but no one there to receive. Ballerleague.us, scan that QR code on your screen. Lifted into the air. It didn't touch the ceiling, though. Wrestling for it, Mini Gonzalez, and Rios went forward as well. It is going to be for Glitch FC to take out. They have left themselves vulnerable, though. It was similar last week. They were 3-1 up against the bottom side any means in the final minutes and gave away 2 goals. Watch out over there on that far side. Played forward, Garro sliding to ground. Able to help it goalwards there. Rios hooking it forward. Shoving the back there from Prada results in a free kick. Glitch will take their time and presumably want to get some kind of strike away here. Lifted to that far side, and it was free, but it was offside. Gonzalez converting well. That goal does not stand. There's going to be a challenge here, and I guess you might as well. Given the situation, you have the flag, you might as well try and see if this goal was actually onside. And so here we go. The review will begin. The challenge is that the goal was onside.
$8-7-6 is challenging that it was not offside.
And so here we go. The referee will have a look. And so, yeah, I mean, that's an age offside.
8-7-6.
No, Glitch is challenging.
No, I'm sorry.
Glitch is challenging that it was not offside.
I mean, that is as clear as it gets. This one will not stand.
Yeah, it looked way offside from where I was too. Let me see.
He's offside by a mile.
There you see
And the ball's kicked, he's offside.
it's well offside.
By
Given
3 yards.
how late in the game it is, you might as well take a chance, but that one is definitely not going to stand.
Challenge was unsuccessful. We'll start with a goal kick.
So it will be a goal kick. And so Glitch will lose their chance to potentially change the game and also challenge any future decisions potentially in the game changer. As we will now reach the second half game changer. Let's hear it. And it is going to be fair play. So the way that this works is that any foul will result in that player being sent off. So that means that your team will be down a man for the remainder of that period. That player cannot return into the game as well. And you see their deliberate handballs, unsporting behavior also result in being sent off. So any foul of any kind means that a team will be down a man. So basically you're trying to draw physical contact. If you're 8-7-6, you also have the 2 corner flags. And so you hear exactly that message from Oscar Narvaez. You cannot give away a corner in this situation. And so we will see if any fouls do result in this numerically changing. If you're 8-7-6, you would love to go up a man for the final minutes. Still getting some more submissions where people are watching from. Thanks to those of you watching in Albania. Step forward and well covered there from Prada. Takes a long distance effort. The goalkeeper was caught out, and 8-7-6 are level. An extraordinary comeback in the final 6 minutes of this game. 8-7-6 from 3-0 down. The goalkeeper was blinded. He didn't see it until too late. It goes firing beyond him, and Glitch again throwing away leads. This is a tough one. This is a tough one for them to take as they're back into live action. El Sayed. Sarmiento playing first time forward. Lifted forward from Herrera. El Sayed going for it. And now the game is completely there to be won. 8-7-6 really have no use for the draw. A draw and they're still likely heading out of the competition. They'll have to win to give themselves any kind of chance. Gomes, and for Glitch, the same. A draw does them absolutely no good. Deflects away for another corner. So a first now of the game for Glitch. That third corner is really looming large here now for 8-7-6. If they can win one, would be massive. Kept on there. Sarmiento. Garro playing back now to Herrera, who lifts away. And an awkward bounce there off of Gonzalez, and Prada sees it deflect off him. Garro. Rios on that line. Glitch now trying to get some kind of control. Lovely back heel into Rios, who rounds the goalkeeper. It's there on the edge of the area for Gonzalez, and for Gomes. What a save! Tipped over, and a second corner now for Glitch. But Glitch have started to create some chances. And so, final 35 seconds. Who can create something to win it? Gomes, and another challenge goes in. It's out for a throw rather than for the corner. Glitch don't have that flag to challenge. They wouldn't have gotten it anyway. A lot of challenges going in on that far side. The tightrope, that's given as a corner, and that's the third corner here from Glitch in the game changer period. And they've won a penalty kick and a chance to win it. And you have to imagine it's got to be Gustavo Gomes, right, chat? It has to be Gomes.
8-7.
this is going to be challenged. You may as well if you're 8-7-6 in the situation.
Challenging that it was not a corner kick.
And they're going to have a look at this before the penalty to make sure that this is going to be a corner correctly given. Referee will come over to the monitor.
8-7-6 is challenging that it was not a corner.
So here we go. Let's see over there on that far side. El Sayed stretching to ground. It clearly goes off him initially, but does it go off anyone else on the way out? No. I think this is very much a hopeful challenge rather than one that has any chance of being successful. Chat, there's no way this is a corner, right? Or this is a goal kick.
Challenge was not successful. It's a penalty kick.
It is a penalty kick. Doesn't stand. So here we go. Glitch for 3 massive points would give them their chance to potentially stay alive in that playoff chase. Coming into the game with 8 points. Right now the playoff line is 14. They need something. And Gomes, who's already scored a penalty, will go for his second. Gustavo Gomes hesitates and fires wide. Oh, what a terrible miss in that situation. And now 8-7-6 looking to steal it the other way. Prada tries, and it is wide and out for a goal kick. Thought it might have taken a deflection on the way out. 8-7-6 don't have a chance to challenge it. They got to go, Glitch. Final seconds. Long ball is away from Chin. And this is going to end in a draw. A result that suits neither team. Oh, what a big, big chance.